I also have things I want to do around the house. The bed has not been made. It's a lot better, trust me. Hi, I'm Sock Marionette, doing business as Bargain Counter Argument, and I am a middle-aged lady in a tiara, talking about books and related topics. It is Tuesday, November 4th, 2025, about 9:15 in the morning. It's very sunny with a few fast-moving clouds, and it's a great day to get stuff done. Specifically, it is election day where I live. We're voting for mayor, school board, a couple of bond issues, and the Planning and Zoning Commission. So this is very exciting. So that's one thing I definitely have to do today. And I'm probably going to combine that with getting gas and maybe running over to Aldi for some groceries, but I might just vote and get gas and leave it at that. I also have things I want to do around the house. Now, back on Thursday, the mists of ancient time, Thursday, October 30th, 2025, it would have been, I was going to do a vlog, and I recorded a morning clip and I did a walkthrough of like what I was intending to do that day. And then I ended up mostly not doing those things or anything else. And I watched the clip back and I was like, well, yeah, I don't know about this. However, I did on Thursday, I did record my second book on haul video, which is already up. I'll link it in the description. And so I did get that done. So those books are now out of the bedroom. They're in the trunk of my car for whenever I feel like going to the used bookstore, which is in Milford, Connecticut, which is a bit of a drive, but it's worth it. And so I don't know when I'm going to do that. I was thinking I'd do it today, but I think I want to just do stuff around town, including voting. And let's see, Wednesday I have midweek motivation. That's Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. It's reading, productivity, and napping sprints for, whatever you need to accomplish during the sprints. And in between the sprints, I talk about stuff, do a lot of book hauls. I'm in the middle of a pretty big one right now. So if that's interesting to you, please feel free to check it out. Watch it live or watch it back later, or don't. Whatever works for you. And anyway, so back to what I was saying about it Thursday. I did film that video, recorded it. And then I did a walkthrough of the sitting room, upstairs sitting room next to me, and this room, showing off what needed to be done. And I did do a couple of those things, but mostly not. I think I'm going to go ahead and drop that clip in. It's been edited for length, clarity, and a couple of other things. I'm going to drop that in here. Okay, so we are in the sitting room, and I haven't plugged in the food tree because I can't really reach the plug right now. It doesn't have an on-off switch. You either plug it in or unplug it. So, because it's got all of these books in front of it, those just need to be shelved. Let's see. The boxes on the couch just have other boxes in them. Actually, I think there might be something in that striped bag, but I can't remember what it is. That one there. Let's see. This is the empty box that the second bookcase came in. I was going to use it for storage, but it arrived a little damaged. The bookcase was fine, but the box was kind of messed up. Let's see, what else is there here? The book trough from my bedroom is now positioned behind the food tree. As you can see, it has romantic suspense. I'm not sure that it is going to be the dedicated space for romantic suspense, but that's where I'm parking it for now. I have the bookcase from the bedroom that I removed in order to put in the new bookcases is hanging out here. You probably saw it in a vlog from Tuesday. I didn't mention it at all. It was just kind of standing there. As you can see, some of the stuffed animals are kind of like trying to decide if it would make decent affordable housing. But I got bad news for them. It's going to go up to the attic. And this is the state of the bedroom. The bed has not been made. The laptop is just kind of hanging out. This is currently set up for filming. And I'm not ready for the grand reveal of the bookcases, but you can just see that I really, really like how they look, just casually looking at them. And This little niche is kind of a mess right now. I took the tiaras off of the shelf they were on so I could turn it into that aesthetic romantasy shelf. And I haven't quite decided how I'm going to arrange them. I think they're going to stay in the niche. I just need to figure out exactly how that's going to work. Not a huge priority right now. And speaking of the romantasy shelf, I showed it before, but I want to show it again. A bit of an edit because the mail came early and there was a package. So there we go. There's the romantasy shelf. Oh, I love it so. And so that's some of the stuff I can do. And there's more miscellaneous tidying. And I still haven't filmed my book on haul for the books that are going to the bookstore. So that's, I have lots of stuff I can work on or not. Okay, so I dropped that clip in, hopefully. Hi, editing me. You're looking swell this morning. Anyway, so I'm going to do another walkthrough right now to talk about what I achieved since Thursday, which was kind of a lot, but not. I don't know, we'll see. And talking about what I want to do, hopefully today, or anyway, what still needs to be done. Okay. Coffee with caramel macchiato flavored creamer in it. Yeah, nice. Okay. Okay, so a couple of things have been done in the sitting room since Thursday. I schlepped that extra bookcase up to the attic. The attic is my next big project, but I want to finish this stuff first. I have the laundry basket doesn't have anything in it. And I want to do some laundry today, so that's good. I have a box of stuff that needs to be taken care of. Again, that's the damaged box that the bookcase came in. The bookcase was fine. The box probably just needs to be broken down and recycled because I don't know that it's useful for anything else. So there's some miscellaneous tidying. I need to take care of these bags of books. Mostly they need to be shelved. Same with those on the table. And the bedroom is kind of the same. The laptop's still hanging out on a pile of wrinkled bedding. Let me walk you over here. One change I made, and I've been meaning to do this for a while, but I have this gold cart, which currently doesn't have a whole lot on it, except that I put the TV there. Mostly, when I'm in my bedroom, I really only watch TV when I put on a movie or a video essay or something. Just it helps me sleep, so I just do that if when I go to bed at night. So I'm going to put that away, and what happens is the TV just slides under the bed. And previously I was using a little side table, but I think with the cart I'm going to load up the cart with stuff and then park it over there where the tray table is now when I'm not actually using it. So I basically want to decide what's going to go on there. I think my November trying to say November pile of possibilities, and that was not working out for me. That last clip ended kind of abruptly. I'm not sure what happened. It's several hours later, and I voted, and I got gas for the car. I didn't do any grocery shopping. But I did do a lot of picking up around the place, so those two bags, those two Target bags, those are for books that need to be shelved, but they go downstairs. Still some books on the low table and some on the couch, but as you can see, the box is gone. All of those boxes that were on the couch are gone. So there's been a lot of progress in here. I also did a bunch of stuff in the linen closet, but that's not worth showing, but it's a lot better, trust me. Here we are in the bedroom, and I just have the Romantasy shelf fairy lights illuminated and the fall tree illuminated. I'm not sure how much of that is going to show up when I actually look at the footage. So I will turn on the overhead light so you can get a better idea of what got accomplished here today. Okay, here we go. The bed's not super made, but I actually changed the sheets. I did the laundry. It's waiting for me to get it out of the dryer. This tray table still has my birthday presents on it that I need to talk about in a video, but I don't really feel like being on camera. Which is why I'm also not doing an outro clip, just this footage. So There we have some stuffed animals. I did some work on the shelves. A bit of an awkward edit so I could get back into these shelves. Hopefully I'm not casting too much of a shadow because I did do some work on this. I worked on this shelf over here, which is like the dark and or spicy romances and some miscellaneous stuff that I just haven't sorted yet, but yeah, I did the thing where you put a bunch of books behind one book and then turn that one book out, like in a bookstore, except that, of course, I don't have multiple titles of the same book. So I have, right now it's American King by Sierra Simone, representing for all the books behind it, which are also Sierra Simone. Same for Wicked Beauty by Katie Robert. And then at the bottom is Wallmen by Mimi Jean Pamflov. I talked about all of the books I picked up by her at a library sale. I talked about those in one of my midweek motivations. And so that's that corner. And I think we've got some progress has been made. The niche is the niche is both in shadow and disarray. And I'm going to leave it off here. There's still a bunch of miscellaneous stuff over in this corner that needs to be sorted and organized. I am going to leave it off here because I don't really feel like being on camera, to be honest. And I'd like to put this out where people can see what I've been up to. So